Being a DM takes work, certainly more than just playing. Any trick, tip, or tool out there that helps you save time or improve your craft can go a long way to keeping you from feeling burnt out and instead enjoying getting behind the screen. So here are 7 online resources you can use for free that'll help you run better games and spend less time on the boring stuff. And just to be clear, none of these are sponsored. They're sites I legitimately use and really enjoy. With that said, let's get started. For me, one of the toughest parts of DMing has always been encounter design, trying to balance between challenging the party but not outright annihilating them. But this first site makes it simple to put together encounters of any difficulty, and it's called Kobold Plus Fight Club. It is incredibly easy to pop in, pick some monsters, and see how tough it'll be for your party. You can select the number of players in your group and their levels, and then it's as simple as scrolling through the list and choosing what you want to toss into the mix. It'll tell you if an encounter should be easy, medium, hard, or deadly, and even the amount of XP they should get if they win. You can filter enemies by their name, challenge rating, environment, type. Sometimes I like to just pick a category and scroll through monsters until I find one that I like. At the moment, I think it's only compatible with the 2014 version of 5e, but hopefully they'll expand to the new monster manual in the future. And the current selection is pretty impressive, with a lot of official and third-party sources to choose from. That being said, it's worth mentioning that D&D Beyond has its own encounter balancing tool with a lot of available monsters to pick from. You are getting them from the source after all, so it's probably the more complete tool overall, but I know a lot of folks don't like how Wizards have been managing the game and would prefer to support a smaller site. And I've been using Kobold Plus for like 7 years, so I'm not switching now. If you're struggling with balancing battles for your growing party, check it out. I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me. You know what I hate? Naming stuff. I waste way too much time agonizing over what I want to call every city, kingdom, or NPC. When you're really stuck, sometimes it's best to just save yourself the trouble and pop over to Fantasy Name Generator. This site has everything you could ever need to fill your settings with fun and flavorful names, without using AI. I think. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Not only does it generate a bunch for you to choose from, but they can change the flavor to fit different cultures and time periods, real or imagined. So if you want all your elven cities to sound similar, you just choose that filter and give it a whirl. Even if you don't end up using what it comes up with, it can inspire your own creativity and give you something to work off of rather than a blank slate. Is this the biggest game changer out there? No, but anything that can remove a mental load and let you focus on more important things is good in my book. If you're like me, you love maps. While I usually hand draw those for my continents and world, I play online, and I prefer using something like Roll20 with a battle map over Cedar of the Mind for combat. So what's my solution? Inkarnate, an online map maker that is incredibly easy to use. With its collection of textures, stamps, and all sorts of other tools, it's very easy to whip up a map in minutes. And if you have a little more time on your hands, you can really get creative and make some cool, good-looking set pieces for your party to battle on. It also has modes for building region and world maps, so even if they're not for me, those are also at your disposal. You can pay for the full version. I do because I use it so often, but if you just need something for a single session or don't mind using your imagination to fill in the gaps, the free version works too. I'm sure there are other map makers out there, and I'd love to hear about them in the comments, but for me, Inkarnate is fast, simple, and has made my life a lot easier. I'm going to cheat a bit because these next 3 are all technically one site, but are each quite different, because they're subreddits. And yes, I know, Reddit has a bit of a reputation for being, let's say, a cesspool, and it is, but if you can find the right communities, it's also a valuable asset for any dungeon master. The first I want to highlight is r/D&D Behind the Screen. It's a goldmine of content that you can plug into your games, no matter what you're looking for. Dungeon puzzles, entire side quests, minigames, special combat rules. I'm not lying when I say there are thousands of potential resources that are all completely free. If you need something in a pinch for the next session, or just want to lighten up on prep, check it out. Next is r/DM Academy, and as the name implies, it specializes in helping new dungeon masters find their footing. You're not the first person to grab some dice and decide to start running the game, and a lot of the stumbling blocks you might run into are dealt with by hundreds of others every day. By searching the subreddit, you can find answers to common questions, tips for improving your games, and advice from veteran DMs who have gone through it before and found their own way forward. Whether you're new or old, you can find value here. Last but not least, you know how I just talked about Inkarnate and how easy it is to make maps with? Well, sometimes I'm too lazy to even do that, and I just go to r/battle maps instead. It's a place where people post all kinds of battle maps for free, perfect for online play. Just type in whatever vibe you're looking for and then sort through the dozens of options that show up. It's really that simple. And again, it's free. Sometimes I really like the freedom to make things exactly like I want, and sometimes I really just want to pull something from here and get a high quality map in a fraction of the time. So yes, Reddit has plenty of downsides, but these 3 subreddits really stand out as useful tools, and you probably won't get yelled at in the comments. Probably. This last one is a bit more niche, but I like it, so you might too. When my players reach a new city, I love to give them a map so they can orient themselves as to what's out there, or get excited to visit some of the cool places and landmarks I've cooked up. But I really hate making city maps. So instead, I use the medieval fantasy city generator to do it for me. Again, no AI involved as far as I know. You can choose the size of the settlement, its name, and all sorts of add-ons like city walls, a castle, or how many roads lead to it. Then you just hit the size you want, or new city to start all over again, and in 2 seconds, you've got a city map to use. You can generate a new one as many times as you want until you feel satisfied with how it looks. And while I'm not great at using them, there are tools for customizing your city's look without having to scrap it for a whole new one. I usually delete the automated names for each map and then use Microsoft Paint or Canva to add my own labels to it. But having the base outline of the city done makes this so easy. So do yourself a favor, before you painstakingly draw out a whole map for the giant capital you're working on, consider using this instead. Those are some of the online tools and resources that I found most helpful during my time DMing, but I'd love to hear which ones you've gotten a lot of use out of in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like is always appreciated. And if you want to see even more, you should subscribe to the Bard's College. I make videos all about D&D, DMing, and everything in between, so stay tuned. But for now, good luck, and remember, crit your players.